The team news that's in, we don't know fully because Frank's press conference was a couple of days ago, but in terms of the team news, we know Destiny Udogie, Kulusevski, Kota Takai, Mikey Moore, Divine and Scarlett haven't travelled. We don't even know if he's a doubt, but he went down holding his knee in open training, so we've put him down as a doubt. Solanke is a doubt. He didn't take any part in the open training. And Maddison, we're putting him as fit as he did take part in the training. So a bit of a blow on Solanke, isn't it, Brian?
Yeah, it is. And I think it's the same injury. I don't know if it's the same ankle that he had when he first joined us. So he's had a couple of ankle injuries. He had the knee injury that kept him out for a bit. It's concerning, especially when you look at the only striking options really are Richarlison, who we all know fitness-wise going into the season, and Will Lancashire. And God knows if he'll be here if we don't send him out on loan or anything. So it is a concern that he's picked up this injury, but hopefully it is, like we said, just a knock on a precaution.
Yeah. So let's get into the predicted line. We're going to go for a 4-2-3-1 formation, as that's what we've seen for the majority of pre-season first. In goal, Antonin Kinski, probably been the more impressive out of the two so far in pre-season. But do you feel like he's going to go for Kinski, or is he going to go with the number one, who is Vicario?
I think for a North London derby, he goes Vicario.
I agree.
I think he has to go Vicario. I think if Kinski does start, it may be a big indication of where he sees it. Obviously, again, they're pre-season friendlies and whatever, but not this game. I actually think, I don't know how you feel about this, people in the chat. I think we've got 3 games on this tour. I think we see 190 minutes from Vicario, 190 minutes from Kinski, and one of them 45 minutes each. And I think this one will be one of the 90 minutes, and I think it'll be Vicario. Yeah,
I mean, I don't disagree. I think Vicario plays 90 here. Kinski plays 90 in the Newcastle game in Korea. And I feel Vicario, he'll probably want to get another 90 into him just before the PSG game. So I feel like Kinski will just get 90 minutes and Vicario will get 180.
There we go. We'll soon find out. But yeah, I think we both agree Vicario starts.
Yeah. So Vicario in goal. Right back, I mean, there's only one option to go for, and that is Pedro Porro, isn't it?
Well, who knows? I mean, obviously with that tackle yesterday, does he start with Jed Spence?
I think Jed Spence will start. But I think Porro
Jed
right back.
So I know where you're going to put Jed. So let's go Porro right then.
Yeah. So I think Pedro Porro, obviously he was the first one back to Hotspur way for pre-season in his nice little hairstyle, bleach blonde. I think as well, like Pedro Porro, he's been one of the best players so far in pre-season that we've seen. I think he's been brilliant in the 2 games that he's played. I think he's going to be unbelievable for Frank, and he's played 2 different roles as well. He's played the role that drops a bit deeper, where it allows him to get those balls over the top to the striker, but he's also played the more advanced role as well, which he looked very good at, where he can swing those crosses in from the wide areas. So Pedro Porro at right back. At left back, it will be Jed Spence. I can't see him starting Ben Davies at left back. Can you?
You can't. I mean, you think about it, and like we said, we want to get the players playing regular minutes now and getting, especially being tested against Premier League opposition. So I can't see anything other than Spence starting. Obviously, the heat and the humidity might get to him, and the wholesale changes. Davies may come on, but I can't see anything other than a start for Jed Spence.
Yeah, so I agree. So we've got Porro right back, Spence left back, right centre back. I think. You can't look no further than Cuti Romero, can you?
You can't. You certainly can't. I think we're going to see the back 5 that won the Euros. Spence went there, but I mean, the majority. This is Romero, definitely 100%.
Yeah, I think we might see a few of those classic Romero challenges in this one.
Yeah, I think we will. And what a way to... do you know what? If he does it in the North London derby, no matter where it is, that will just get the fans in love with him again. Just seeing him putting in those challenges. And, you can't see anything but a Romero start.
And then alongside him, I think we're going to see for the first time in this pre-season, first time under Thomas Frank, the pairing of Christian Romero and Mickey van der Ven. And it'll be good to see those 2 back together.
I didn't know where he was going. I was thinking, what defenders is he going to start first time? What? And then I realised where you were going. Yeah, without a doubt. This is where you need to see them playing. And you know what? It's going to be good to see them playing. Obviously, a lot of people are saying, what type of defender will Mickey van der Ven be without having to make those last-ditch runs all the time and playing as the last man and using his pace? Well, now he's going to get the chance if we're going with the 4-2-3-1, where he hasn't got to be so high up and alert always to make those runs. But it's going to be good to see the partnership back together.
Yeah. So that is definitely the most strongest back five line with Corrigal, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven and Jed Spence. It gets a bit interesting now when we talk about the midfield areas. We know Maddison is just coming back. Is he going to get thrown straight in there in the number 10? In the deeper roles, I think Lucas Bergvall starts. Would you say to that?
He hasn't looked right. He started against Reading, didn't he? Oh, sorry. Yeah, was it Reading? Yeah. He started against Reading. He hasn't looked himself, but I think he needs to get minutes in his legs coming back from the injury, doesn't he? He's one that's further ahead, obviously, than Madders. So, yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
So we'll go for Bergvall in one of the sitting positions. Alongside Bergvall, we're looking at a Sarr, a Bentancur, Bissouma, Gray. I've got a feeling he's going to go with Bentancur.
So you and me are on the same page again. After the Leicester discussion, I think he's got to. If Bissouma is a viable target for West Ham, I know we were going on about MGW paying for Notts. If he's do you want to risk getting him injured, especially in a North London derby? Bentancur, I see starting, but I'm starting to get very concerned about Bentancur's contract. Very concerned how long it's taken, and obviously we're talking about Jed Spence getting one, Mikey Moore, but yeah, I can't see anything other than these two.
So I mean, if it is Lucas Bergvall and Bentancur in that double pivot, who's going to start the 10? Is he going to throw Maddison straight back in there? Sarr actually played there and scored 2 goals against Wickham. Which way are we going to go with this? It could even be a Mohamed Kudus that plays the 10 role.
It could be. Joe, I wouldn't want to see Maddison personally because of the game, but obviously Thomas Frank knows best, and the Spurs medical team and coaches. Maybe it will be Madders. Maybe it will be Maddison. I think we do. Joe, I think let's go Maddison, because if you look at it, one of the things we have been saying in this pre-season is we have been lacking creativity up top, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's something that you can clearly see that has been missing, and we need to see a bit more of it. So yeah, let's go Madders.
I feel like if he is going to start Madders, he'll only play 45 though.
Yeah.
And then maybe he'll bring on a Sarr and put Bergvall out in a 10, or put a Sarr in a 10, or move Kudus into the middle. Yeah.
There's options.
So yeah, that's the middle three that we're going to go for. We're going to go for Bergvall, Bentancur, and James Maddison. On the right-hand side of the attack, I think there are options. We've got Brennan Johnson there. We've got Mohamed Kudus there. We've got Odebear that could potentially play there. And Odebear actually looked really good in the game that he played at Hotspur Way against Wickham. But I do feel like Mohamed Kudus is going to start this game at right wing. Again,
completely agree. We've just been saying this is where he needs to see the first team gelling together and getting minutes. It's got to be Kudus. But I will say, like you said, Odebear, I think, looked brighter than he has done in a long, long time when he starts against Reading. He looked more direct. His passing looked a lot crisper. But yeah, you can't not start Mohamed Kudus.
Yeah. On the left-hand side, I do believe it will be Sonny that starts the game. But I do think Sonny will probably go off at half-time to see other players get some minutes. But we all know that Son is contractually obliged to play in the games on the tour.
Yeah, I mean, wherever way you look at it, Sonny's definitely playing. But will he come on? Will Frank do the half and half captain again? And also the other way, I think some may even be on the bench personally. But the only reason I say that is these rumours, like we said, of him going, look like they really are advancing. And if he wants to get his first team, but I suppose he could do that in the second half. So yeah, let's carry on with Son starting and getting 45.
Yeah, so Son, Maddison, Mohamed Kudus, and then in the number 9 position, seeing as Solanke was nowhere near the open training, it's got to be El Pombo, Richarlison. in the number 9.
It has. And do you know what? He needs a good game. He was not exactly razor sharp and at it against Reading. Had a couple of opportunities. Yeah, it's got to be him. It's got to be him. And hopefully, let's just hope he doesn't pick up an injury.
Yeah, I mean, from that team there, I would say that Richarlison and Son, them two are the ones that probably need to step it up from what we've seen so far in pre-season. I'm a bit different to you because I think Lucas Bergvall, for me, was really poor in the first game, but I thought it was much better in the second game. So I think he's on an upward trajectory. The rest of them, I think, have been decent so far in pre-season, individually anyway. So that is the lineup that we're going to go for. Vicario in goal, Pedro Porro right back, Jed Spence left back, a back two of Romero and Mickey van de Ven, Bergvall, Bentancur and Maddison in the middle three, with Maddison being in the 10, Kudus on the right, Sonny on the left, and Richarlison up top. We've already given our predictions. Brian's gone for 3-2. I have gone for 2-1. Losing is no option in this one. We have to. It doesn't matter. There is no such thing as a friendly when it comes to Spurs and Arsenal. So I want to know what you think the predicted lineup's going to be. And don't get it twisted. This might be the lineup, but there'll be a host of changes in this game. And I think a lot of players, like your Brennan Johnsons, like your Bissoumas, are all going to get some minutes in this game as well. It does remain to be seen, though. Like, will Richarlison play the whole 90 with Solanke being out? That'll be an interesting one.
It will be. It will be. But can we trust him to fulfil that? And I think depending on what Solanke's injury is, and if we need to manage his minutes for both, if he needed to start the season, if we're trying to get him out the door, I think Lancashire will get minutes. Again, that could be to put him in the shop window for a loan. We'll see off this game. I mean, I still think a striker is a must-have for us in this window. But hopefully Richie can have bag a couple of goals into that tomorrow.
Well, there you have it, guys. That is your predicted lineup. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Would you go with this one, or would you make some changes going into the North London derby tomorrow? It's 12:30 or 12 o'clock kickoff. Is it 12 or 12:30?
12:30.
Yeah, 12:30 kickoff. We'll be here for the watch long as per usual. Come and tune in, and it'll be time for the post-match fan show where you can join the likes of this man, Mr. Daigle, on the post-match fan show to have your say on the game. So join us there, and yeah, like, subscribe, and comment.